So again, protests happening everywhere from Waxhaw to Charlotte to Atlanta to New York City. No Kings protests happening, and it looks like we have a podium set up in First Ward Park. I don't know if we are able to hear what he is saying. Jeb's going to check it out. Okay, so let's tune in. Let's listen to what's being said right now. Again, this is Uptown First Ward Park.
Every one of you is demonstrating your First Amendment right to peacefully assemble and redress the grievances to your government. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Yes. Now listen, I like to talk to people, and so this is one of my favorite things. On the way over here, the young man who is driving me over here is from Venezuela, and he is here as a person who has come for political asylum. And I said, what do you think needs to happen in Venezuela? And he said, it took us a long time to get there, and it's going to take us a long time to get out. But he said, the first thing my people have to do is believe that things can be different. And you all have started that. You guys believe things can be different, right? Right. All right. So here's what I need everybody to do. This is the first step in the process. This is the first step in the process to you all being freedom fighters for the country that you love. When you leave here today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make yourself a plan. What am I going to do? I'm going to do one thing every day. I'm not asking you to push that rock up the hill by yourself. None of us can do that. But if you do one thing every day that is for the betterment of your community, your neighborhood, your country, whatever it is, you are doing the right thing. Guys, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our sons and daughters are going to need more help now than they have ever needed. And are you all going to help them? Yes. Yes, you are going to help them. And so what I am asking from you is to do that one thing, to bring new people, to say, look, I'm not asking you to make 100 phone calls a day. I'm not asking you to go to a march with me. What I am asking you to do is say, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? When you look in the mirror that is America, what do you see? Do you like it? And if you don't, do something about it. And that's what you all have started today. So when you guys step off on that march today, know that those are the first steps towards a new America, not the last steps. These are the first things you're going to do. Showing up is the first thing. Now, when you get home, as I said, find that one more person. Find those two more people. You all can do this. We all will do this together. And I want to close with this because I know somebody's going to get mad at me for talking too long. Oh, she already said time's up. I know. I promise I'm done. There is a gentleman who most of you probably don't know. His name was Admiral Jim Stockdale, and he was in prison for 8 years. And he came up with this thing. He said, we must accept, not like, but accept the nature of our situation, right? 100%. But he said, we must also match that with the belief that we will ultimately prevail. Will we ultimately prevail? Yeah! Woo! Thank you all.
Thank you, Reed. Next up, we have Reverend Dr. Janet Garner Mullins, minister, educator, and advocate. She challenges inequities across healthcare, education, and civic life. Serves on boards including Healthcare Justice North Carolina and the Reimagining Project. Welcome, Reverend Dr. Janet Garner Williams.
Wow, don't you all look great? I greet you today not as a subject of broken systems, but as a witness to truth. We are gathered here, people of every background, every lived truth, every dream, not to bow to power, but to demand justice, because we refuse to accept the cruelty of our healthcare system that treats survival like luxury. No kings, no corporate crowns, no crumbs for the people. We stand shoulder to shoulder because we believe in something bigger than profit margins. We believe in the sacred worth of everyone. Right now, 16 million of our neighbors are losing their health insurance because premiums, tax credits are vanishing. Medicaid cuts slicing through our neighborhoods like a blade. Rural hospitals are closing their doors, and medical debt is chaining families in poverty. No kings, no crowns. And every year, 17,000 lives are lost, not to illness, but to policy, to profit, to silence. That's not a broken system. It's a system working exactly the way it was designed, to serve the few and forsake the many. But we know another way. Every other wealthy nation has chosen it, and it's called universal health care. It's called dignity. It's called justice. We don't need more Band-Aids on bullet wounds. We need real change at the root where decisions shape our lives. We must create a nation whose laws uplift the majority, not just the powerful, and where no one's life is based on how much income you have. Healthcare should be a guarantee for all, not just a privilege. And let me be clear, this is not about coverage, it's about care. It's about community that can thrive, elders that can live in dignity, and children that can grow up without fear. And workers don't have to choose between a paycheck and a prescription. We're not asking for miracles, we're demanding what's already ours. The right to live, to heal, to be whole. So I ask you, join us, help us raise our voices, and know that we are better together. And we're contributing to getting better together. Now, if you are standing there, lock arms with the person next to you, hold the hands to the person next to you, and repeat after me. No kings. No kings. No crumbs. No crumbs. Just care. Just care. Just justice. Just justice. Just us. Just us.
Our next speaker is Lou Lassane. He's a Charlotte civil rights attorney for nearly 40 years, focused on labor, consumer protection, and free speech. A Vietnam veteran and 2022 Davidson College Distinguished Alumni Award recipient. Welcome, Lou.
Aliarse también a otras ciudades del país en esta manifestación que es la segunda que se hace en este año. La primera se realizó en junio.
Hello, Charlotte. What a great day to exercise our First Amendment rights and to get out and say how much we love these United States and our democracy. A little footnote before I get into my remarks. I want to make it clear. Reed talked about Admiral Stockdale spending 8 years in prison. Just so there's no mistaking, that was 8 years that he spent as a prisoner of war in a North Vietnamese POW camp. Yes. Not as a felon in the U.S. So I was asked to speak to you today about civil rights, but I really want to speak about civil right. One civil right, the right to vote, and specifically the right to have your vote counted. You may know what I'm talking about is gerrymandering. There are two catastrophes waiting to happen at this very moment right around us. One of them is this past Wednesday, the Trump Justice Department, I have to put justice in parentheses, was in the Supreme Court arguing that the Voting Rights Act is unconstitutional because it discriminates against white people. And what's scary is it looks like the Supreme Court may be, it appears that the Supreme Court may be willing to buy that argument. If they do, what's going to happen in the southern states is we're going to lose up to 12 congressional seats that have so far been allowed to have black Congress people holding those seats. The other piece of it is that The other piece is that this is the sole remaining judicial oversight or handcuffing of state legislatures to review gerrymandering decisions. If that goes, every state legislature in the country, including ours, is subject to unlimited gerrymandering. The other catastrophe, I'm about to run out of time before I get started. The other catastrophe is in 2 days from now, next Monday, the Republican leadership in our General Assembly is calling the leadership back to re-gerrymander our congressional districts. North Carolina currently has 14 congressional seats. We're a purple state. We should have 7 Democrats and 7 Republicans.
Yes.
Instead, what we have right now is 10 Republicans and 4 Democrats. That's not enough for Trump. Trump has specifically demanded of the Republican leadership of our General Assembly, he wants more. So after Monday, we're going to have 11 Republican seats for the election in 2026 and 3 Democrats. That's the way it's going to work. So what are we going to do? We're going to vote. But that goes to everybody here who already votes. I know that. We're also going to get involved. We're going to volunteer with candidates. We're going to donate money. 2026 is basically here. You probably are seeing those advertisements already, particularly the ones asking for money. So give money. We need to do this next year. We want to have Roy Cooper as our next governor. Our next senator, excuse me. And we want to keep Anita Earls on the North Carolina Supreme Court. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Lou. Next we have Sharon Dove, immigration attorney, former director of the Immigrant Justice Program at the Charlotte Center for Legal Advocacy, owner of the Sharon Dove Law Firm, practicing since 1998. Welcome, Sharon.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for allowing me the opportunity to speak here. I'm here to let you know that the fear is real in the immigrant community. Oh, okay. My undocumented clients are terrified to leave their homes. They're terrified to go to the convenience store down the street. They're terrified to go to church. Many are not sending their children to school. They don't know what to do. They call me to find some hope, some possible way to obtain status that I or another immigration attorney might have missed. I have nothing for them. An asylum client called me a few weeks back asking what will happen if the immigration court denies her asylum application. I had to tell her that she and her 2-year-old daughter will be detained and deported. I also had to tell her that, given the current administration, it is very likely that her asylum claim will be rejected. I told her that one way immigrants in the past have avoided detention is by dropping their asylum claims and agreeing to voluntary departure. But I said this is technically still a possibility for her, but had to clarify that this administration is so cruel that it is not even agreeing to voluntary departure. For this administration, nothing is more important than the visual of rounding up as many immigrants as possible. You know, one thing that conservatives like to say is they're not anti-immigrant. They just think people should come here in the right way. Well, a large majority of the people who have come to the U.S. in the last 2 years of the Biden administration came here the right way. Our government gave them humanitarian parole, and they settled into work and raised their families here, only to have the Trump administration terminate their parole and leave them stranded without status and without work authorization. There is lots to be done, but seeing you all out there this morning gives me hope that we will overcome this very dark period in our history.
Thank you, Sharon. Next, we have Cameron Pruitt. As a member of the Human Rights Campaign Board of Governors, he mobilizes pro-equality voters across North Carolina. As executive director of the Freedom Center for Social Justice, built an interfaith coalition to support Medicaid expansion. Welcome, Cameron.
Good morning, Queen City! In Charlotte, we say no kings, no dictators, free America! Thank you for being here today. As Reed Galen said earlier, this is the first step in our march to taking our country back, of supporting our neighbors. So thank you for showing up today. We need you, every one of you, to continue to take the next step and the next action. So I'm going to ask you to commit a little bit more. You've heard about the challenges, and there's so many more that are affecting our people. So when I ask you a question today, I just want you to respond with, "We the people." All right, so let's try that out. Who will stand up for our country? We the people. Who will stand up to would-be tyrants? We the people. Those are the words that open up our Constitution. This is a document that has been trampled upon. Our people's rights are being destroyed and targeted and attacked. Down Central Avenue, off Albemarle Road, across our city, unaccountable ICE agents are abducting our neighbors. They have gone into school pickup lines and taking parents away from their children. They are staying in church parking lots to stage their tyranny and their terror, using our houses of worship as places for their bigotry and their evil. So I ask you, who will stand up for our immigrant neighbors? We the people. Who will show up when ICE is on our streets? We the people. We the people must mean all the people. Tyrants only have tools of fear and division. We have seen right here in our community what happens when trans people are targeted again and again and again. So many are being hurt, homeless, and even Atrium Health has decided to pre-comply with this administration and stop providing care for trans youth. Let me be clear, pre-compliance, being silent, backing down will save none of us. And I want you to know that LGBTQ folks have always been here and we will not be erased. So I ask you, who will stand with our trans neighbors? Who will refuse to be divided? It is clear that our government does not work for us. In the richest nation in the history of the world, our government is not providing health care. It is not strengthening schools. It is not keeping us safe. It is using fascist tools to villainize homeless people, cut our health care, and advance white supremacy. They're using our tax dollars the only way that they seem to know how to make themselves richer and to cause pain and terror. So I ask you, who must stop the suffering? We the people. Yes, we the people. I want you to know there's no corporation, no court, no cavalry is coming to save us. It must be us, the people, who take our country back. Folks, if I could have just a moment here. We need a medic over here to my right, a medic over here. A medic over here to my right, folks. Who keeps us safe? That's right, we the people. So I ask you, who is going to make sure that all of our neighbors are housed and fed and safe? We the people. And what I want you to know that we the people are not alone. There are thousands of protests in this country and all over the world, millions of people rising up in this moment. We are not alone. We are powerful. And we will not be silent. We will not stop. We will stand up to oppression. We will stand up when ICE is in our streets. We will vote. We will protest on bridges and sidewalks. And yes, sometimes we will even wear inflatable bunny and frog suits. Because yes, we will laugh in the face of fascists as we stand together. And I want you to know that I believe and I know that we will win. We the people! We the people! We the people!
All right, Charlotte, who's ready to march? Few details here. The march starts at the corner of 7th and Brevard. If you prefer not to march, we have our organizations, our partner organizations tabling here. Go find out how you can plug in and engage today in our community. You look for all the balloons at those tables that represents each organization there. Please visit our website, NoKingCLT.com, and that will also list all the ways you can get involved in all these partner organizations. So stop by and meet the teams and find out how to get involved and work for justice and democracy right here at home. And a quick reminder, somebody talked about voting. We have municipal elections coming up. Early voting starts Thursday. Go be there. Now, to lead us out of the park, please join me in welcoming Kelly Williams back, who will take us forward in song as we head out.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm going to sing a song for you, and then we're going to head out singing together. Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk.
All right, so you're watching Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. I'm Nick Sertivant. Jeb is also here in studio. So this is a live look, First Ward Park. As we just heard from several speakers here at the No Kings protest there. It is about to wrap up. The song is happening right now. And after this, a 1.1 mile march, and what organizers are calling a call to action. And again, you can see that's the shot from up high. You see so many people there in First Ward Park in Uptown. A lot of people, they have been there for the better part. When did you start seeing people there, Jeb?
Oh, they've been getting out there for hours.
Hours, okay,
I mean,
okay.
This has been a true undertaking. I mean, our crew was there 30 minutes to an hour before, and it already looked like this.
Yeah,